What's up, everybody? Source Club here. As you can see, I have some Mormon dudes that I kind of talk to every now and then. I'm not Mormon, but it's just I like talking about religion, and they're always up for it, even though they don't agree with anything I say. But they're cool anyway. Okay, welcome everybody to Steelworks Club Gaming. It is Rocktober, and this is my Rocktober video where I talk about all the great games that are coming out this month and have come out already. God, this friggin' camera's not sticking right. Yeah, some great. The summer is over, thankfully, so the good games are starting to come out for the winter holidays. Guitar Hero came out. Rock Band came out. I really don't care about those. I've got a real guitar. But see, Halo 3 ODST came out, and it was pretty cool. You know, everybody says that it's just an expansion and it sucks. You know, it's not worth paying the full price, but I have to disagree. You know, personally, I thought it was better than most games that come out for full games. I mean, it is a little shorter, but I mean, it's a good time. I'm not a huge fan of first-person shooters, and I'm not a huge fan of Halo. But you know, if you are, it's definitely worth the price. If you like the Halo games. And, I mean, I'm just happy to play anything. I mean, until the games start coming out. Actually, I just got through putting a down deposit on or reserve for Uncharted 2, which actually comes out in only 2 days. But I wanted the guns, the golden guns for the multiplayer, which released, which I've been playing the crap out of. But turns out I think it was Amazon that gave us the golden gun, so I went to GameStop and reserved it. Who cares? I'm super excited about this freaking game. The first Uncharted, I thought, you know, didn't get as much hype as it should have. It was like one of my favorite games of all time. And you know, at the time when it came out, not a lot of people had PS3s, and you know, so that's probably why I didn't get the respect it deserved. But it's definitely not the case with Uncharted 2. I mean, reviews put it like on Metacritic as the second best game ever, I think, or at least this generation. And I know for a fact I'm gonna like it. I mean, I haven't even played it yet. I know it's gonna be my favorite game of all time. I mean, I've been playing the beta multiplayer, and it is my favorite multiplayer of all time. I've never really been that big in multiplayer, mainly because I don't like dying. I think I mentioned that in an old video. And like in multiplayer, you don't have, that's not an option. You will die, and then you get up, you respawn, and you fight some more. And that kind of goes against everything, you know. As a gamer, I grew up, you know, is trying not to die, and then. But Uncharted's different. I don't know. I think it's because it has more depth than the typical multiplayer, which is basically first-person shooter where you run around, shoot, and die, run around, shoot, and die. But in Uncharted, it's third person, and you know, it has all the things that made Gears of War multiplayer cool, you know, like you know, hiding behind cover and so forth. But it also, you can traverse the environment, like you can climb buildings and stuff, and it's just a lot of fun. I've had a blast, you know, and it's got this great co-op stuff, and I mean, I've been having a blast. So even after I beat Uncharted 2 single player like 100 times, I will have multiplayer, so I think it's definitely going to be worth the investment. But I wanted to talk a little bit about a little controversy, and that is the game trailers review. I don't know if you know, Game Trailers is one of the leading websites for video games. Basically show videos, give reviews and so forth. Well, while they gave Uncharted 2 a 9.3, which is like a fantastic score. I mean, you can't. My camera is like flipping around. A lot of people have said that it was unfair because while in the review they kept saying, "Oh, this is like the best game ever," and yet they didn't give it the best game ever score. Now I know, you want to say, "Oh, that's nitpicking." I can kind of understand what they're saying. Like in the review, they, dear Lord, what the hell's wrong with this light? Shit, I'm gonna have to screw this light. In the review, they compared it to like Gears of War and Halo and said, the reason we're not giving it a higher score is because it's not original enough. They said it's like the best game ever because it takes everything that's already been done before and uses it, like the best things from every game, and uses it. And so that's why they didn't give it, say, a 9.5 or higher. But I mean, if it's the best game ever, just freaking give it to it. I mean, what the hell is the deal? I mean, I don't want to sound like a fanboy or something, which I probably am, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Gears of War 2 got a higher score, and while they say Gears of War is revolutionary, Gears of War 2 isn't that big of a leap over 1. So technically, it did not. It wasn't revolutionary. And same way for GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 4 got a higher score, and yet it basically did the same things all the other ones did. It just added a couple of tacked on things that, like multiplayer and this cover system. Now, while I love GTA, I mean, is GTA 4, if you ask them, is GTA 4 better than Uncharted? They will say no. And I was like, well, why did you give it a higher score? Oh, because I don't know. It's just, so, I mean, really I could care less, but that's basically what everybody's complaining about, and I kind of see both sides of the argument. But yeah, Uncharted 2, super excited. Also, 13th is coming out is Brutal Legend. And honestly, I had no desire to play this game at all, and then I played the demo, and it was freaking awesome. I mean, I'm the biggest metalhead I know. I've been a metalhead all my life. I'm super into heavy metal music, and honestly, I've been burned before about media that takes that uses heavy metal, like what, that Adam Sandler movie, or whatever it was called, where he's like the son of the devil. He uses heavy metal. I mean, I thought that it didn't do justice to heavy metal, in my opinion. And even though it wasn't about heavy metal, that was a big part of it. And a lot of times, if people do a game or a movie on heavy metal, it's always like either obscure friggin' some genre of heavy metal, or it's always classic rock. It's always 1970s Black Sabbath, or friggin' Motorhead, and old school Metallica. Well, I love those bands. What about all these new bands that are friggin' awesome, or just as good as friggin' Black Sabbath? I don't care what you say. They are. There are bands that are as good as Black Sabbath, not better nowadays. And Brutal Legend fully takes advantage of it. I mean, they've got Mastodon, 3 Inches of Blood, modern bands which are friggin' awesome, and they're in the game, and the game's fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. Now, since I blew all my money on Uncharted, it looks like I'm gonna have to, I don't know, rob a bank or something. But yeah, see what other game this month. Demon's Souls. That's another PlayStation 3 exclusive. I don't know. I like RPGs and everything. I like action RPGs. But Demon's Souls, I mean, it's supposed to be like super hard. It's like supposed to be the hardest game ever, or at least this generation. And I don't know. I really don't think I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it's supposed to be like friggin' like really dark and depressing. I don't know. That's not really what I'm looking for. But it's got great reviews, so if you like RPGs, check out Demon's Souls. But yeah, Rocktober, good times. Now there are other games that are coming out, but those are the ones on my radar that are the ones I care about. Yeah, that's all I want to talk about today, and stay tuned. I should have a video up. My next video will be on probably demos, and I'll be talking about what I think about game demos. As always, check out my other YouTube page, youtube.com/SteelHorseClub, for everything non-gaming. I also have some older gaming videos on it. And why the hell did I stop? It was freaking green.